students. So we'll be continuing with our chapter 1. So yesterday we had completed with the difference between quality assurance and quality control. Further, we'll be going with quality software quality assurance, that is SQA. Now what is software quality assurance? Software quality assurance is a process that ensures developed software meets and complies with defined or standardized quality conditions. So whatever conditions are being put on that particular product or software are being accomplished or not, that is being checked in the software quality assurance. It is an ongoing process, so this process is there till the end of the task within the software development life cycle. So there is one cycle which is being followed while the software is being developed, and that time till the end of the phase of software development life cycle, software quality assurance is being implemented. Routine checkup that developed software to ensure it meets desired quality measures. Every level a certain quality measure is being put forth, and that quality measure should be completed at every end of the software development life cycle. Rather than checking for quality after completion, SQA processes test for quality in each phase development until the software is complete. Rather than taking everything in bulk at the end, if every phase is checked with the quality assurance, so the task becomes more easy and completes easily as well as in less time duration. So what are the questions, what are the example questions, what is being led by SQA? So does the software adequately meet its quality factors? Quality factors in the sense what software is being used, what is the storage compatibility which is being accessed, what is the actual scenario on which platform that particular software is working, how many people are working for that software, how many teams are being initiated on that software. All these quality factors are being tested while software quality assurance is being applied. The next is, has software development been conducted according to pre-established standards? So there are certain rules for SQA also. So these pre-established standards are being led over each and every phase while the checking of the quality assurance is being led on that particular product or software. Have technical disciplines performed their SQA roles properly? So there are certain teams which are being allocated for each and every task completions. So does technical discipline, so they have to go through with the technical issues also, and for that certain people are being allotted, that also is performed properly or not. These are the certain examples of questions which SQA performs on a particular software or on a particular SDLC phase. So next is quality assurance elements. So what are the elements on which actually quality assurance is being led? The first one is standard. So what is standard? Standard indirectly or directly means that certain rules. It ensures that standards are adopted, certain rules are adopted as well as followed when quality is being concerned. Second is reviews and audits. Audits are reviews performed by SQA personnel. The staff which is there for SQA, they perform certain audits as well as they take the reviews from the customers or the end person who is going to take or purchase the software. So quality guidelines are always followed through help of audits and reviews. The next one is testing. Testing ensures that testing is done properly with plan and properly perform on conducted time duration as well, that each and every patch of code or each and every page framework is being tested at every time duration whenever that particular task is completed. The next is error defect collection and analysis. In fact, errors and defects, whatever are collected after the testing process, their analysis is also done through quality assurance. Next is change management. As the word suggests, change management. Suppose if the customer feels that no, this particular thing is not acceptable, we need to change certain procedures or tasks from the software, that time change management takes place. Ensures that adequate change management practices have been instituted, means whatever changes have been said, that are timely or duly changed or not. The next is education. Takes lead in software process improvement and educational program. Now when a particular software is being developed, certain conditions and tasks are being given to the employees to complete. So certain new technologies are also incorporated for the use of the software development. Vendor management, there are different vendors who will be in the process of the software. Next is security management. Ensures use of appropriate process and technology to achieve desired security. There should not be any malicious activities done on that particular software. So that is the reason security management also works on it. Safety is also responsible because of the software failure and initiating steps to reduce those risks. Any system crashing down, storage getting crashed, these are the things which can happen, and for that safety measures are being taken into consideration. There is a last factor which is called as risk management, which also comes in quality assurance. Is risk factor is always somewhere 10% there throughout the process. So risk management works on properly conducted and contingency plan. So if problems occur, what is the backup plan to cover or recover that risk? That is the reason risk management also is a factor of quality assurance. Moving on to next, so what is software quality assurance task? How do people work on it? What is the process on which it can work? So for that, preparing SQA plan for the project. The first thing which comes is planning. Planning a proper plan for a SQA report or for an SQA project. Second is participate in the development of the project software process description. How many employees, how many people will be working on it, how many teams are being allotted for that particular software is being decided at that time of planning only. Third is review software engineering activities. What all tasks will be performed on that particular project. Verify compliance. Verification is also been done whether this particular thing is correct or applicable or not for that software. That is also taken into consideration. Next is audit designated software products. So what is compatible for that particular software to continue in the process is the next thing which is done in the audit designated software. Next is ensure that any deviations in software or products or work products are documented. Whatever we are using in that particular software is properly well maintained in a documented format. Record any evidence of non-compliance. If we cannot document it in a proper hard copy manner, we can record it in an audio or video for the compliance and report them to the management. If anything is not correctly in the process, we can record it as a non-compliance and then report it to the management to make certain changes. Next is software quality assurance goals. So there are certain goals. There are total 4 goals, that is requirements quality, second is design quality, third one is code quality, and fourth one is quality control effectiveness. So first, moving on to the first one, requirements quality. What is the actual requirement when we check for the quality of the particular software? First is ambiguity. Ambiguity means inexactness. There should not be any exact value. There will be certain changing values, and for that we have to have a check on the ambiguity of the values. Completeness, all the information what we have regarding the requirement should be complete. Any of the things should not be missing. Things should be volatile. Volatile means permanent. Anything should not move here and there. Traceability, whichever patterns we want after moving in the conditions, if we move back we need to trace it, we should find it properly. Model clarity, when the plan is made it should be clear and understood by everybody by at the requirement stage only. Second is design quality, the architecture of the software. Second is component completeness, all the components are interconnected to each other, they should not be different. Interface complexity, interface means whosoever is using that software, a person should be compatible enough and it should be ease in use, easy, it should be easy, so that anyone interacting on the interface should easily understand what the software is about. Next is code quality. Code should be complex, properly written, maintainable, means any changes made should be saved properly, understandable, any other person handling that code also should understand, reusable, whatever patch of codes we are writing should be reused in any other softwares also if possible. And documentation is the need when we talk about code, because whatever we are documenting it can be further used at the time of risk management as well. Fourth one is quality control effectiveness. What are the quality control things we are applicable on that particular software? Resource allocation, a proper resource, a proper employee resource can be maintained to check the quality again and again. Completion rate, completion time duration also is being main factor. Reviews taken while the checking process is going on. And the last one is testing at every phase of the SDLC is the last quality control effectiveness, which can, through which we can maintain the quality. Then the next topic is quality management. Quality management, here first we'll see what is quality. Quality is a dynamic state. Dynamic means keeps on changing, it will not be the same. Dynamic state associated with products, services, people, processes and environments that meets or exceeds expectations of customer. So a quality is a dynamic state which keeps on changing, and it is associated not only with the software, it can be a different product, it can be a service which is provided by the company, it can be people who are associated with that particular product, processes which are being led on that particular product, and environment in which it is working. So that can be met, that is it can be same or it can be different, it can exceed the expectations of the customers. So every time what the customer wants is not only the expectation, it can exceed the expectations. So that is what is called as quality. Now when we talk about quality management, it is an approach. This is just an approach, a step which is being done in business that attempts to maximize, it always has a greater call to compare the competitiveness of an organization. Competitiveness means to compete with other organizations, that we can provide a best quality of the product, that is called as the marketing, through the continual improvement of the quality. Any product we are taking an example, whatever the company has, that is called as branding, they always show some better quality rather than the other product, that is comparison of products. So how our product is more better than the other is being shown in this, and that is what is called as quality management, to prove that the continual change or improvement in the quality of the product for the sales. In that there are certain management principles, quality management principle, that is customer focus, which is the first one, that is main customer needs, leadership, involvement of people, process approach, system approach to management, continual improvement, upgradation. Continual improvement can also be called as upgrading. Next is factual approach to decision making, and next is mutual beneficial supplier relationship. Whatever the customer is demanding, on that we make the changes and get it provided. That can be called as supply, buyer and supplier maintenance relationship. Next is software development life cycle. So SDLC totally works on quality assurance only. So software development life cycle is a systematic process for building software that ensures the quality and correctness of the software built. So it ensures that quality and correct product is being handed over to the customer. SDLC process aims to produce high quality software that meets customer expectations. It is a high quality software and it should meet the needs of the customer, or the customer expectations are fulfilled. The system development should be complete in predefined time frame and cost. Whatever cost and time frame is being given in the planning process, in that process itself it should get completed. SDLC consists of detailed plan which explains how to plan, build and maintain specific software. How to plan is the initial stage, building means working on it, and maintaining that same process till the end of delivery. So there are certain levels of SDLC phase. First one is the requirement phase, second is design, development, testing and maintenance. So these are the phases which will be continuing in the next